All right. I haven't been paying too much attention to the Russia-Ukraine thing, but it looked like European markets were down, potentially on what's going on, and so that brought down our markets. But it looks like we're on the rise again. And what was I going to say about that? We're on the rise again, but we do have the significant resistance level to get through on SPY here, which is 438. If you're a beginning trader, some beginning traders maybe even just accidentally start off trading SPY or the Qs. That's fine. But most beginning traders, if you're a beginning trader, you don't think about the market that much, but really the market is 90% of your trade, unless it's some of these penny stocks, which are sort of like ghetto trades. That's the wrong word. Alley trades is the word I was trying to look for. Down in the ghetto. Alley trades. These sort of like momentum small cap trades in the morning. DDD right now and ATXI. That little side alley trades. They don't they don't ghetto trades. That's probably a good name for them. They don't really have a correlation to the market too much, but when the market's in a bull run, it's been day after day after day of just green. Those do tend to start, really activating because people are making money and they want to try and risk a little bit even higher. So they bring it down into the alleys and start playing some of those high risk games. But anyway, my point was that the market is a much huger factor in your trades, than you realize when you're a beginner. And then when it comes to overall performance, even if you're a day trader, intermediate day trader, or even beginning to be an advanced day trader, you may come to realize that your performance month to month, not day to day, but month to month overall, when you're looking at it, tends to go flat when the markets are down or sideways and not in a bull run. And you could be a short trader, and the bear market will not help you, because bear markets create too much volatility, and too much over volatility chops you out of trades, and you do poorly even in bear markets, even if you're a short trader. So unless again you're playing the alley type of games, but the market is a huge part of what you need to learn about. You really should learn, first, if you're a beginning trader, all about those mechanics. I'm talking about gold, how that works, why does it go up and down with the market, defensives, value versus growth, what does that mean, and then sectors, energy, healthcare, tech, base materials, and then commodities, which are even a little bit more rare to find on the stock market, but now we can trade them through ETFs, like corn and coffee and soybeans and cows and pigs, prices of pigs. And I have a whole board listed over here: sugar, silver. So anyway, that's what we look at every morning, and it shouldn't be too boring for you. It's pretty important. Let me go live on TikTok now that it's about 8:10, and we'll go over 9:10, and we'll go over those sectors. So then you add, geopolitical tensions, and then you start to realize how that can affect each sector. And it's like, it's like knowing before you get in your car whether or not it's snowing outside or raining or clear skies or lightning, or it's kind of like the weather before you get in your car. Your car can get you where you want to go, but it's not going to be as easy in adverse conditions. So that said, this morning, like I said, the market dipped and now it's rallying somewhat before the open, half an hour before the open. We'll see if that sticks or if it breaks a new low. We do have this resistance level that was hit twice in the last 2 days. Let's take a look at that on like a 5-minute chart, and we can just map out hitting that resistance across the last two days. We actually hit it, a couple of times right here. So these blue vertical lines are day breaks, and so this is the resistance that we're up against. It's like 430. The significant side of it is really like 437, 438, that region right around there. And so as you can see, we're heading right towards that right now. Zooming up on that. Wait a minute. Yeah. No, that was a little bit ago. These quotes are delayed on TradingView. But the SPY is pulling back just slightly off of that same rally right there. And we got to watch out for that resistance. 437, 438, that region there, 437. I even have it marked off on my charts as 437 charts. So if we can get through that point, strongly, then we're through that point. Great. So, that's a bullish sign. But I do believe, like you can see back here, that we are still in a bearish channel downtrending. And we have broke through that channel 4 times. We tend to break through that channel, and that channel is indicating 437 today again. So, the channel is spot on. And so if the market does go up out of that channel today, this morning, that's what I said it would do yesterday. It's probably going to come back in midday and try and test the lows. And at that point, it could even break down. And then again, we'd be going on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a 2-week adventure back down to an even lower low, which I've got marked off around. Let's take a look over here on TrendSpider. An area of support around 390. So that's where we could be in 2 weeks if today fakes out. So today is a pretty important day, and it may be worth the bets if we push up towards, up and out of that channel that I was just showing you. It may be worth the bets to take some short trades on growth. Growth is going to be, anything that's like really gone up in the last 4 days in growth stocks may have overdone it. And you can try and go short. Put your stop at the high of the day, and if you get stopped out right away, fine. Again, like, don't day trade unless you've got $30,000 account. I do not recommend that to day trade unless you have a $30,000 account or more. And until you build up your account to $30,000 swing trading or investing, don't day trade. Not a good idea. You got too many handcuffs and shackles on you if you're at less than 30,000. All right. Well, it looks like Target did have apparently excellent guidance. Everything turned out good. I think the timing was really well with Target because it had a couple of quarters and seeing the entire market, how it's been reaction to guidance, to clean up their operation in time to give good guidance for the next few quarters. So, they've had time, unlike some of the others, to react more. And so they were able to put together good guidance, it looks like. And we had lotto calls. I had the 225 calls. I don't know what some of you had. 220s, 210s, 215s, depending on your 1%. And we're looking at potentially 300-400% gains here this morning. And if it runs further, 500, 600, 700, 1,000% gains on those lotto calls. Really, ideally, you need it to be more than that if you think about it. Because, for instance, we lost on Zoom And I don't know if any of you took Lucid short, but boy, that's happening right now. By the way, Lucid is breaking down to make new lows, and so that is a short. Lucid is a short. If you want to get shares short, if you're someone who can short shares, Lucid looks to be a short on the day. Once the market opens in 14 minutes, you should be able to get some puts. Again, don't day trade unless you are over $30,000. That's going to be at your own peril. I'm telling you. Too many shackles, too many handcuffs on your account when you try to day trade with less than $30,000. Just paper trade, practice, and swing trade in the meantime. And that reminds me, our Swing 100 is going really well. Our Swing 100 challenge is going really well. If anybody wants to try to jump into the Swing 100 challenge at any point, you can. It works that way. Hopefully, you start to learn how we do it. I mean, there's way too many rules. There's way too many rules for me to be able to teach you. Though I will try on Thursday night's class. I'll try to go over it a little bit. But there's way too many rules for you to be able to handle everything. But maybe you can learn some of the basics. Jonathan says, should we grab Lucid right away or wait a little at the open? What's the exit on Lucid? The previous pivot. And do you know what that is, Jonathan? Can you look at the chart and figure out what the previous pivot is on this drop? I'm quizzing you and see if you can figure it out. Let's see. Yeah. Exactly. So that's your distance to your stop, right? From where you just got in or where you're going to get in right now. And so that's the risk. And that would be your exit. But if you're getting puts during the market, then you could put the same as your pivot for your stop or a 10-minute range. So you got to let it put in a 10-minute range, let it break, and then take those puts. And then tomorrow we can try for the continuation if it continues to go down. I mean, could be at $15 or $13 by the end of March or April. I mean, might not be without its support and people who still believe in Lucid. But it's one of those ones that won't die very quickly. In fact, it may never die. It's just it needs to get back down to a realistic valuation. It's going to take years before Lucid really settles into a proper valuation based on earnings and revenue. For now, it's all bullshit. So get down to $12 or $8. Maybe I'd feel a little more comfortable with it, but that's still 100% risk whenever you get into it because it's unproven. You guys over on TikTok, how's it going? If you'd like to come check out our trading group and experience it for free, just click the link in my profile. That would be down there in the bio section, link in my profile. Yeah, as far as those hard to borrows, yeah. Going to short shares. Good job, Jonathan. Yeah, that'd be the way to go. Calculate your risk, 1%. Play it safe. Be good. All right, we've got 10 minutes until the market opens. GBS is just fading. Somebody asked what's up with GBS. GBS is just fading. All-day gainers could be Target. Target looking good. And then somebody said W Day also reported good earnings. Let me see if I can pull that up in the bottom left here. Not a lot of volume on it, but it's been grinding up ever since the earnings. So maybe W Day, maybe Target, and those can follow the PPP, the pivot point path of victory, to hold all day. However, Target, any of these that are way up are going to experience a momentary or a morning sell-off for those who were more short-term and want to take their profits. There'll be some sell-off. But I do believe Target, let me just double check. has a lot of growing institutional support. Yeah, 37% institutional support, 39% institutional support, and growing at that. So I think this guidance is going to be just what institutions and funds are looking for. So this could be definitely an institutionally backed day. So target could run all the way up to 250, in those situations. Money managers want to get in before it gets away from them, just like everybody else. However, if there's any signs of weakness, they'll wait, and then they'll pick it up on the downside. Oh, really? Did Twitter report earnings? My mom was just on the stream here. Says she got Twitter. Oh, okay, no. Got 20. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, you need to get more than that, Ma. 20 shares? That's funny. Well, at least you got a starter. All right, if it breaks, if it goes up, double up, Average up. Always average up and de-average down. Risk up, de-risk down. No, they did not have earnings, Ma. I just didn't. That's funny. All right. Anything else you want me to look at, Mom? Mom's the OG because, she's the one that got me into stocks at 8 when I was like 8. Got me the newspaper, one of those Investors Business Daily or Wall Street Journal. I think it was Investors Business Daily because I remember that column with all those rankings. I'm like, what is this? And she was like, I don't know. You figure it out. So I did after time. HD keeps rejecting 316. Yeah, I'm still in HD. So far, it's doing what it needs to do trading wise in order to still be on game on as a short. Lucid's going to be a very nice short today, presumably. By the way, there is nothing certain in the market. If anybody tells you they're 100% or 98% on anything, that's furu. That's total bullshit. Fake guru alert. The most any trade could ever get is 85% certainty. Most trades at their best, most excellent trades are 55 to 65% probability to work out. But most systems with trading are around more like 25, 35, 45% probability to work out. But that is why you need a 2-to-1, a 3-to-1, a 5-to-1, a 10-to-1 type of risk-reward ratio in order to make up for the risks, for the probabilities. And that's how you become a profitable trader, is realizing that you need to lose little frequently and win a lot sometimes. That's it. That's the holy grail of trading right there. All right, we've got 5 minutes and 50 seconds to the open. We're also watching DDD, which seems to be doing okay. That could be a momentum small cap trade this morning, DDD. And CTIC, ATXI, we're watching. Both are, and GBS and GFAI. They're all below VWAP right now, so fading. So we're going to have to see a pivot turnaround on those guys. But otherwise, yeah, Lucid short, target long. The market's a little bit indecisive, but coming up off the bottom, off of lows, I guess you could say. But that could easily turn around. I do believe that we are testing resistance here. By the way, if we do break resistance and push through, we'd want to see it back test resistance. In other words, bounce off of resistance, turning resistance into support at some point like 30 minutes or an hour after breaking through. Otherwise, it's a fake out. And then we're moving back into the channel, and we'll be down to 390 on SPY in about 2 weeks if that's the case. And I do believe that if the market goes up today and it goes over that breakout point, that it could be a good idea, worth the risk, reward, to get some puts on growth stocks, tech. That's right. Oil is up this morning, guys. Gold yeah, it's also doing okay. It's appreciating. It's at 19.20 an ounce. Again, I predict that gold will be at 24.50 by mid 2023. So that's a good commodities trade for you to have tucked away in your long-term portfolio. Gold always, you should always have a 5% allocation, but in a bear market, you should definitely up that to 10 or 20%, in some cases even 40% if it's a really horrific bear market. Oil is pushing $101 a barrel. So in about 2.5 weeks, you're going to see gas prices hit about $5.50 minimum across the country. And in places where fees and surcharges are higher, like California, for example, you might see prices hit $7, even $8 a gallon. Yeah, that's going to happen in a couple of weeks here. And so energy, yeah, being driven up. And rates are actually down again to 1.775%. So that's a boost to tech currently. So long as rates are down, it's cheaper to get money and continue their endeavors without having to cut staff in order to make up the difference. So we have 3 minutes in the market open. Let's see what happens. Hey, RJ, no meetings this morning? All right, welcome in. RJ, I'm going to set you up to be co-host in case you need to come on video. Make co-host. I'm not sure, but I think I can make 2 co-hosts. That would be Cameron and you. There's Cameron. Make co-host. Hopefully, you can have 2 co-hosts. So either of you can come on video or come on audio at any time you wish. If you have something you want to call attention to, you should do it right away. And if I'm missing it, let us know. Good morning, guys. So I'm going to pull up Target onto the high-speed setup so that we can make sure that we have a 5-minute dip buy trade ready to go there, in case that's the way it goes. But also, we got those Target Lotto calls, so we should be up 300 or 400% at the open, maybe 1,000% by midday if it runs, and more if it ends strong. So fingers crossed on that for Target. And then, of course, Lucid continuing to drop. That is a short. If you have the ability to short shares, there you go. It's a good short. But the market opens in 1 minute and 40 seconds, and you can get puts on Lucid. But I recommend you let it at least trade for 2 minutes. Let it at least trade for 2 minutes, unless it's like a hyper drop going on. Then you jump in within that first minute. Otherwise, have some patience. Let it trade for 2 minutes. And if possible, if it doesn't really do anything, if it's, just kind of finding its direction, let it trade for 5 minutes. Really, these earnings trades, you need to give them 10 minutes. There's still plenty of money to be made across the next few days on continuation when these earnings plays are big surprises. They tend to take direction for the entire quarter. And you don't have to worry about missing the big move. Getting a larger part of a more certain move is a lot better than taking a small gamble. You should never gamble with your money. You don't need to. There's just no need to. But, it all is a probability risk-reward scenario. You guys over on TikTok, if you'd like to join our trading group, just click the link over in my profile. That'll bring you right over. You can come join us right now. We will be cutting off the stream on TikTok in just a second here, right as the market opens. I hope to see you over in the trading group and trading community. Yep. So then there you go. FSA, you just need to click the link in my profile in a moment here. All right, here comes the market open. And let's see what we got here for gains on target options. Open as soon as it will call it update. Thinkorswim, don't be too slow. Getting some updating coming through now. that's going to be. All right, Target, there's some profits being taken right now. So a little bit of pullback. Lucid, it looks to be, is continuing to drop. 24.25, yep. Making new lows on Lucid. So that is dropping out. Who was that took the Lucid short this morning? I was just talking to them. Jonathan, you didn't get in yet. What the hell? I thought you calculated your risk and you were in. Why would you not get in yet? What do you need it to run away from you? That's definitely a learning lesson. You should have got in. Not sure what you didn't get in for. You're risk averse. Well, you're in the wrong market if you're risk averse. Car for short term. Let's see. All right, so the market is not dropping out. It's kind of being bought up. So that's going to give some support to longs today. And it may create a little bit of resistance and headwind for shorts. So far, that's what we know at the open for 2 minutes so far. All right, thank you very much, everyone on TikTok. We'll see you in the group. Just click the link in my bio in order to continue. It's free. Oh, it didn't let you. Okay. It won't let you go short. Okay, gotcha. Well, you have to have short ability, and these are things you can work on in your, in your brokerages and on your platform, so you're ready to go. Mr. M is short from 24. Very good. All right, so at 24, your risk to stop was probably 24.90. I don't know if you see that, but that's probably correct. That recent pivot, 24.85, something like that. So therefore, you have 80 cents of risk, and you want to be shooting for 3 to 1. Or, well, actually, with these momentum trades, 1 to 1 is fine. So once you're up 80 cents in profit, then you need to take off like 50%. Can you do that? Are you short shares or puts? I mean, are you in options? All right. Mom wanted me to look at car. I've got it pulled up for short termish. I mean, it's bearish, and that seems to be the direction that it took after the last guidance. Wouldn't want to see it fall below 179.50. If it breaks 179.50, that's an exit, a clear exit. But if it breaks a new high today, you might then double up. Sizing up, sizing down. That's what you got to do. Start to increase your exposure on stuff that's working and decrease your exposure on things that aren't working. You'll have small losses and large gains. All right, I'm going to take a quick look at, all right, let's take a look at, I'm going to take a quick look at our swing trades. Let's see if anything there isn't in problem. Actually, it looks like nothing's a problem over there. Wow, we're doing quite well. How about that, everybody? The Swing 100 continues to run. NTR now up 10.2%. How many of you are doing the Swing 100? All right. Yeah, RJ, have you been? Yeah. So I really like separating it out in Thinkorswim like that. where you can create those groups for your positions, full, half, and then starter. And you can just clearly see when something, there we go. See, like STLD, we might need to move to a full. Let's go take a look at STLD, maybe moving. Favor today. Yep, there it is, STLD. We need to move that up to a full position. It is taken off. Once you've got those winners identified, then you need to gross up. And then if there's anything moving against you, you just finance, what you're doing now, what you got to do now with what's moving against you or what's performing low. Doing poorly. Hello, Water Boss. Hi. I don't hear you. Need your mic to turn on. FYI, you are live on the air right now. I'm broadcasting still, but I'm happy to help you. Gotta check your mic. What do they call it? There's like a mic setting, or maybe I'm muted. Here, let me see if I can unmute you. I think because maybe I have you muted. Hold on. No, I don't have you muted, but it says you are muted. So try unmuting your mic. Yeah, Mike B. Anyway, you guys got to double up on STLD right now. Did I just do that myself? Yeah, I got that fill, and there I am. Actually, you need to move that to a full position, and I'm not even at a full position. I'm at a half, but you need to move STLD into a full position. It's at half, but it really needs to be moved to a full. CQP needs to be moved to a full position. CQP. That is, well, not yet. It's pulling back right now. Let's let it have the right direction. CQP, a candidate to be moved into a full position and is currently a half position. Also, CMC, we need to move to a half position, but only as it starts to go up in direction. So CMC on our hit list, and then AMPH, we're down. I think we've been cutting that and cutting that. It's about to hit our stop loss. ATXI, yes. Yeah, basically, if it can break 88, I'd even say 82 cents. 82 cents. If it can break 82 cents, yeah, then maybe you can get in for 30 cents of risk. Geez, I don't know, Mike. We just, we talk about it a lot. Okay, we possibly have some new breakouts today, looking into them. Ooh, this Rio looks really awesome. Take a look at that. 999% off the chart. Triple, if not quadruple digit earnings growth. Extremely wide margins. But declining revenues, except for we had triple digit revenue growth. Wait, hold on. Check that out again in a second. Look at this Rio. Yeah, Rio breaking out. And 2023, we can get a starter in Rio. Rio. Gonna get rid of AMPH. I haven't been able to alert any of these. They're just moving way too fast at the open. So, you're happy to be here. And you can hear us rebalancing our swing trades. I'm completely cutting AMPH. It's not going to let me watch. There we go. Because I need to cut my stop loss on it first. If you already have a position committed to a stop loss, your brokerage acts like it doesn't exist, like it's already committed to it, so you can't. Those shares are already like spoken for, you know. So you have to cancel your stops first. All right, now I'm getting out of AMPH. We need to get into CMC. We need to move CMC to a half position. Let's see if I can get some of these alerts out. Most of you hopefully are following along. Okay, let me go over to the Swing 100 alerts. Increase CMC to half. Increase CQP to full. And boy, all of our others are really taking off. Pretty amazing how well we can compound our gains with just swing trading, huh? That denied sound again. Yeah, increase CQP to full, and then now I need to tag everyone. It takes too long to get you guys these alerts. You know, being on the live stream, it does have its value. And there may be more adjustments coming right now. So increase CMC, what did I say here? To half, correct? And have not done that yet. Perfect. Okay, good. And that's why starting at 6% of your portfolio for starters is good, because you can just double. Takes you to 12, and then you double that, you're at 24. It's so close, you know, in case you want to do doubling. That really helps. What was that figure that I just got back? Increasing CMC right now. You have to increase to full position before these puppies get past like 3%. Gains in order for this system really to work. Once they pass 1%, you take it from a starter to a half. Once they pass 2%, you take it from a half to a full. So now I'm looking around because I need more money to get to increase my CQP, right? I maybe can take it from air, you know. But we're sitting in the proper allocation right now. Our halves and our fulls are all positive. There's really nothing to cut down on. But you know, when you need to pull, you pull from your worst performers, and you just take profits. You don't have to exit them completely. You can take a little bit from everybody, and it's sort of like auto resizes everything, and you still have everything at that point. You see, so okay, and it's a good idea once you're over 3R, which should be plus 10% or plus 20%, to take a small percentage off your super gainers as well. Yeah, ATXI is running. I believe that 0.88 entrance with 30 cents of risk would therefore put you at about $1.10 for target ATXI. Target is dropping. We're still waiting for like a 5-minute dip buy on that. The market is grinding up slowly, so the market is in uptrend. It's having a very wide retrace on these pullbacks, so it's weak. The market is showing signs of weakness. These pullbacks are too strong. They can easily head and shoulder and then neckline breakdown. Yes, Darius, rockets for what? Oh. Okay, NTR, our position is now up 12%. Let's got to take a look at that on the daily chart. I mean, it's just got to be outstanding. So look at that, guys. We caught that. We caught that whole thing. I mean, that's just beauty. So ATXI must be halted or something, because, or is it still hanging around 94 cents? because it doesn't seem to be moving. ATXI. Yeah, it's halted. All right. All right. So hopefully you guys got it at 88 cents. That seems to be the momentum horse this morning that's running. If you guys were betting on horse races and they open the gates and one horse just starts fucking running, and but you bet on this other horse and that horse falls over. It falls over. And you bet a little bit on this other horse as well, and that horse like kind of goes weird and it turns backward and it starts running the other way. I mean, this isn't rocket science, people. You know, cut the other ones. That's just dumbass bets, and put your money on the winner. Not rocket science. You guys know what to do. You just have been what's the word? Brainwashed by your friends into thinking that something that's down can go up. Who gives a shit? Are you going to bet on that fucking horse that fell over? Stop it. The brainwashing is just you're listening to morons. You know, start. You know, there's a reason why people make so much money in the stock market. The smart people is because there's so many morons. You know, and it's unfortunate. You know, and it should be a more of a challenge. But unfortunately, there's just too many morons. So you got to stop that, you know, getting that whole brainwash thing. If something's not working, time to cut. That's it, period, the end. If it's not going up, it's not doing what you wanted it to do. Therefore, it's not something you want to bet on anymore. Yeah. It really, you don't even have to lose money. You don't even have to make money off of people who lose money in order to make money in the stock market. I mean, the institutionals just buy up the price for you. And, you know, if you're not a billionaire, then you just piggyback on for the ride. It's really not that bad. No, there doesn't have to be any losers in there. Retail traders do not have to get, you know, killed. There's plenty of room for everybody. All right, this Rio trade, I got to take another look at it here. Rio, you know, I would get a starter on Rio. I'm going to alert that now. Rio, whoops, all right, yeah. Starter, risk to the bottom of this candle, because this is a lot of energy. $1.30, stop 80. And what else do I ever put on these? Check size. That's it. That's it. So, you know, you can get in Rio in a starter, 6%. So I got to type all this stuff. By the time I get in, you know, you guys got a much better price. And so now, in order for me to take a starter, I need to subsidize that from somewhere because, you know, we're fully allocated. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to sell off air because that's not happening. Let's go take a look at that chart. Worst performing. In fact, it's down today. So I'm exiting air. Now, somebody else might take from somewhere else. So, you know, I don't alert that. I don't alert exit air because it's not. The stop is the stop. Okay, and we're already at starter size. So we're already lowest risk on that. And that should free up. Yep, that frees me up just enough money to get into Rio starter. ATXI is unhalted, and here we go. It's trying to break over one. It did. It broke over 105. We're getting some pullback to 96. So if you need to get in still, it hasn't run away from you yet, but it's starting to 107, and it looks like it's going to halt at 108. The halt levels are 108 currently. Okay, and I'm personally getting into Rio now for that starter. And also EC, another one of our larger positions, doing good. Look at that. Whoo. And RS, look at that. Whoo. Venom also making good progress. So Venom and these ones that are making like more measured progress, those are the ones that we're going to take profits out of around probably 10%. But like NTR and EC, they're moving too fast. So we need to let them be a little bit more free, because those are signs of super stock. We could end up holding them for months, really, and even adding to them, pruning what need be. So yeah, ATXI halted to the upside again, and Cameron or RJ, if you can come on mic or video to kind of continue to let people know about that. If I'm ever behind, alerting about that, just go for it. Important. Together we can cover everything. You ever watch those guys, Traders Live on? I think it's called Traders Live on YouTube. It's a multi trader lead trader stream, and if something's happening, another guy just starts talking. That's fine. That's what we want to try to do with this. I don't know, maybe Chris, maybe you want to don that role more, because you seem to really be into the day trading. I can make you co-host, and you can come on live with me and get your headset on and be all set. All right, so Rio, very good. Now EQT is the next one I need to check out. EQT. Okay, so it break this lower pivot here. It broke this lower pivot. It break this lower pivot. And so that can trigger a starter. EQT, if you have a poor performing position, you can swap it out for EQT. Did I get out of AMPH? I did. And air. NMM continues to not perform. We've sized that down and sized that down. I haven't brought that down to 8th position size. Hasn't hit the stop yet, but I would like to free up some funds, so that's how we do that now. I got to go release the stop. Getting rid of NMM to make room for others. It's my poorest performer, also my smallest position. At 8 times 8, 64, 1/64th my portfolio. So that's where you want your smallest. That's where you want your weakest performers to be. Is to be tiny. Target 5-minute dip buy just occurred, and it's now over swap. 5-minute dip buy on target for $4 of risk. You can go in for the $4 of risk on target. 5-minute dip buy. Okay, so I sold NMM. I bring up CMC. Let me see if I don't remember if I brought my CMC position up. Yes, I did. Okay. But what did we want that to go up to? To half, and I don't know if it's all. Yes, it is. Okay, good. CQP. If we can get some positive direction. There it is. It's back to green on the day. So really, before I even get into EQT, I need to move my CQP up because that's acting like a super performer. But some of that money that I just raised into CQP. Yeah, that won't work. Closer to a full position allocation. Getting there. And STLD, did I alert that? STLD needs to be, I believe, let me double check the chart. STLD, oh yeah, you got to move that to a full position. Did anybody do it? Because I didn't alert it, but I think I set it. ATXI is open and pulled back to about $1. Over there on ATXI, need to be taking profits, small profits. Every 5 cents would be good. Around. Increase STLD to full. Or it gets away from you. That I'm going to have to probably pull from our best performers. That's a tough decision. Hand W, perhaps. Hand W is looking pretty good, but yeah, it's not having the greatest day. So I'll pull from there. I'm not going to completely cut that position. I'm just going to free up some funds and increase STLD. So, even though it's swing trading, it's still quite active. You're practically day trading, swing trading. That's what high performance swing trading is like. All right, freed up enough to get some more STLD now. Making good decisions. That's what it's all about. ATXI is halted to the downside. If RJ or Cameron, if you were able to alert that to people, that might have been helpful. Yeah, if you're getting caught in a dump, in a dump that's halting, you need to chuck the whole thing. That's not good. So it's probably over on ATXI. That's it. I think maybe you got 1-to-1. Maybe you broke even. Maybe you made a tiny bit. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. So the market is slowly grinding down. Industrials are holding. So inflationary stocks, financials. Oh, dude, no. I have my charts flipped upside down. Inflationary stocks actually grinding down. It is growth stocks that are just holding. Growth stocks are actually holding. So that's interesting, probably because of the lowering rates. Thank you, Lewis. And SPY slightly grinding down altogether when you put it all together. All right, let's take a look at SBSW. Oh, this EQT. What did I want to do with EQT? See, it's a little bit too sideways for me, and it has a little bit inconsistent earnings. Other than that, it's really in pretty good shape. Let me take a look at what's the relative volume today. Shit, 182%. EQT. Hasn't even fully broke out. where I need to see it breaking out. So starter on EQT is the move really. So now I need to finance that from somewhere. On EQT, yeah, I'd even, because the way it's moved today, I'd even put it at the bottom of today, 2350. I'd even put it at the bottom of today, 2350. Open on the daily chart. Lucid still hanging out in there. You might have to move to a 30-minute breakout to get direction from it. Certainly, if it breaks your stop, don't stay in it. So EQT, 350 profit on ATXI, says Keith. Thank you. You're welcome. Now use $40 of that and get a free week, first of all, for free. And come join our group and do this every day, Keith. Just click the link. Click the link there in the description. And you can come join our trading group. And it's free for the first week. Just do it. Make your dreams come true. All right, EQT. I need to raise some money for that, but I'm going to be putting out that alert right now. We need to make a starter in EQT. And then we'll take it from there, up or down. Depends on how it goes. T starter. Risk right now is $1.25. The risk unit doesn't really factor too much into this system. It does, but not like with the 1% calculation. More like that allows us to understand the risks we're taking so that we can make sure we get at least 3 to 1 out of it. And it is really more or less a size up, size down system. All right, Rio's a starter. Got to move that over to my starters. So what did we do with Pan W? I did not sell that yet. Okay. I probably am going to. I think I did cut some of that. Yes, I did cut some of that. Yep. Got to get that CQP up to my full allocation. EC and NTR just really taking off. Look at that EC. Who's holding EC? All right, unhalted now. Okay, good. Awesome. That's the way to go. And how about NTR? And you guys are all full on NTR and EC? That's where you want to be. And you wanted to be that before it broke 2% gains so that you could now be in for that run. Those particular ones are showing signs of being super stocks. Those two, RS and Venom, they're doing great, but that's going to be, they can do super great over time as well, but we're going to be letting these NTR and EC run a little bit more freely. And it looks like steel is doing great. There was another steel trade. Does anybody remember? I don't know if we're in it. Maybe we're in it. I can't remember. Is it? Oh, it is. It's STLD. Steel Dynamics. Okay, so yeah, X and STLD just doing outstanding. But X seems to be the leader. All right, looking at any more breakouts today. Let me just make sure that we're not missing any. SBSW. Oh, Jesus. There's something that's really gotten away from us. We probably should have got it. Oh, back when about 16. 500% relative volume today. That is SBSW. Wow. Best, we should have got it at 1847. It's at 1977. Already up 7% from ideal entry. We don't go after them once they are more than 5%. Somebody says DNMR is breaking out. Danimer Scientific pushing to the upside. Yeah, we halted again on ATXI. ATXI is over. Let's get up and over 122 again, but it's already shown its cards, its hands. Not trustworthy. Over there on Lucid, you're looking to exit your short. If it turns green, if it breaks 24.8. Yeah, no, we can't get into SBSW, but I'm going to put it on my hit list. Fantastic. Hot list. I should probably just call that hit list, but yeah. Ooh, Matador. We got to go take a look at Matador. Please don't have run out of the gate on us. Oh, shit. Yes, it has. Well, we missed that one. Yesterday, that was a clear entry. I missed it. My fault. It was, very easy. Entry at 48.82. It's already at almost 52, which would have been 52 divided by 48.82. Would have been 6.5% gains already on Matador Resources. That's a definite entry, and probably going to run from here, but it's 2 out of the gate now. It's 7% out of the gate. We can get in for like 1 or 2% out of the gate, but that's about it. All right. What are we doing with that again? Moving that up to half. And is that where I've got it? Yes. I'm trying to get STLD to a full position. In order to, so I'm going to have to cut from our worst performing best stocks. So, well, it's hard to choose. NUE, X, Venom, and I need to move CQP to a full too, right? Yep. The really tough part. Do I take from the super performer? I think when you're done cutting all the bottom, you got to cut some from the top, though. I don't want to touch the super performers. EC for sure not, because it's just slamming the top side. NTR maybe, because it had a little bit of a pullback just now, showed a little bit of weakness. Let's take a look at that chart. Yeah, we got double top, failed retest. I'm going to take a little bit off of NTR. Well, actually, now that I look at it, NTR the way I've allocated might not even be a full position. It's just short of a full position. So I might take from RS because I'm possibly have over allocated that one. Just even up things a little bit, create a little money. Rebalance, constant rebalancing. What is ATXI saying it's going to open at? Well, it's open now. But every single time it's halted, it said it's going to open where it halted. So what I'm doing now is I have a position that ballooned to more than a full, and so therefore I'm cutting it down to keep it at full. Is there auto rebalancing, forced profit taking in order to free up funds? As your portfolio grows, your full position size is going to increase too. Lucid hit 2480. Yeah, you might as well keep it. Yeah. I mean, Ben, that's the 530 rule in perfect effect. You were in a situation where you had calls, you're saying, and then it went the other way. Well, I don't think you're going to get into a profit area, but like what call strike do you have and what expiration? But if you can get back $7, by making the right decision, might as well. What strike is it? Friday. Gotcha. Target is approaching the stop. Yes, the market is dropping. The industrials are leading down, and now the Qs have fallen out. Support has dropped. I don't even understand why Lucid is moving up right now. You never need to though. But it's just an example of something that's on its own. It just shows how ghetto Lucid is. It's trading like an alley trade. All right, I should be able to push over to CQP now, but it looks like ATSG is also coming up to the full up point. Okay, no, not yet, but it's getting there. Let me take another look at it. Okay, yep, looking good. Gotta add to CQP. So these are some of the sort of forced rebalancing decisions you have to make when you're doing the Swing 100. So there's no way really for me to kind of teach you that other than by just talking through it, showing you how I'm doing it. There would be just so many rules. If this, then this, but not if this. But it's okay if this. It's like you're just gonna have to start to understand the whys and do that. Up that. Okay. Inching my way up to a full allocation on CQP, but it's just not possible, without cutting down some of our other full positions. We basically we got it. We're holding a full house now. We got fully allocated. We're holding NTR, EC, Venom, RSX, NUE. They're all showing signs of super performance. NUE may be the weakest, but it's still doing quite well. And CQP is like another one that says, "Hey, man, there's a wild card or an ace or right here. I got a sixth ace. What do you want to do with it?" It's like, well, I already got a full house. I already got quads. it doesn't get any better. They won't even accept, a higher rank. So, what do you do? What do you do? I mean, do you cut everything down and move to a 5, 6, 7, 8 allocation spread? Maybe. Yeah. All in. We are all in right now at this moment. Yeah. Winning. Well, what I'll do is you have Folgers in your cup, but this was the best part of waking up. That's great. This guy, Dave said. Yeah, because he had Folgers. That's why. I see, Daniel, that you don't really have any of the Swing 100 trades yet. Hopefully you'll be able to get on in that. Definitely every day. What is anybody not fully allocated in the Swing 100 and looking for more? Because there are more. There are more today. I'm fully allocated now, but maybe some of you are trying to build it up. And I can give you some starters, halves, or maybe even fulls. You need more to add, Chris? Okay. All right. So, Matador is too far out of the gate. Did you grab Rio starter? Okay, good. And we just upped CQP to full. And what was the other one? I think, was it X or, well, we've got fulls should be NTR, EC, Venom, RSX, and New. I think that they're all already too far out of the gate for you to get in. Let me see. Yep. Those boats have already sailed. CQP is sort of happening right now for as far as sizing up. But I think also you really should not get in that either, because you want to be at the starter. Because by being at the starter, even when you add, it's not where you're adding. It's actually adding 25% lower between the two entrances you made, or actually 50% lower, because you're averaging up. So you're never really actually buying at full price. It's pretty awesome method, And so anyway, others right now, ATSG. I think that you guys, I might need to alert this. ATSG, yeah, and it's a bit out of the gate. I'll get you some fresh ones in just a second, but let me put out an alert that ATSG now needs to be moved to a full. I'm also semi-inclined not to, because it needs to get through yesterday's high. So yeah, let's not move ATSG to full, guys. Not yet. So this is another one of those ones where you have rules and exceptions going on. So moving forward here. Next potential is already ROG, NOG, and what the relative volume is on that. 322% relative volume, and it's all the way back down to the buy point. NOG, wow, incredible margins. Sales, triple-digit sales increases quarter over quarter, and EPS increases in the triple digits. I ranked 98, pass on every level for every check, and it just broke pivot, and it's back at that pivot. Let's take a look at that. NOG. It's really a gift that it came back down. We would want to get it on the way up. So you guys be stocking NOG for, looks pretty outstanding. If you have room for it, you could start at a half. Actually, just start at a starter. Once it starts moving up, whenever that is, if it's breaking a bottom pivot, it's got to have a bottom reversal put in on the daily chart. So you use your day trading chart. Use your day trading chart to figure out the bottom. So you got to wait for a bottom reversal, pivot reversal. Once it does, start at a starter. And if by the end of the day it closes strong, move to a half. Okay, that's for NOG. I'm telling you that heads up now. I'm not even alerting it yet because I need to wait for that bottom reversal to alert it. Okay, so that's one NOG possibility. Very, very super strong candidate. It's just that on the chart, we got to wait for entry. You know what I mean? Super strong candidate's great, but if the chart sucks or isn't doing what we need it to do, there's no entry. Ryan's specialty group. Let's see. It broke out and then faked out, but that shakeout, it's just not enough relative volume today. That's probably why. And just not all triple digit growth across the board. 2022 estimates are for percent. That's slowed growth. Yeah, no go on Ryan. No, that looks like an acquisition target. WDA on the 5-minute dip. Okay, and by the way, we did not get stopped out of target on the 5-minute dip buy. The stop would have been lower to the day, 221-ish, 220, 220.70. Still in target, but it has failed and broke neckline once or twice, and it is just chopping VWAP. Okay, I think that just about does it for the morning session. Where are we in here? Yeah, we've been going for about an hour. Yeah. These are all the opportunities. Lucid continuing to move to the upside. 10-minute breakout on Lucid. It wants to go up and fill the gap. D-Dog really trying to get over that pivot. Oh, I would like to see that. Yeah, D-Dog number 1 or 2 on my hit list there. Yeah, no, it's still, let me take a look at it over here as well. Still showing some weakness. I think D-Dog really needs to get over 185, so that's not the pivot I'm looking forward to, Chris. 185, and it needs to do so in a much more smooth and controlled fashion, like we were talking about back in June, July of last year. Much more controlled after having been wild the way it is right now. Starts to stick and every day starts gluing together, and then it pops 185. That's what I'm going to be waiting for. Could be months from now. I'm going to put it on my hot list though. Added it to the hot list. I think it did. So yeah, we'll keep watching it. Tesla, huge candles on Tesla. Something going on Tesla, you guys. 876 was entrance. It's already at 886, so it's already basically flown. You'd have to be stocking it. Would have been something like $30 of risk, even at 876 entry. $20 of risk. So you'd be looking for $40 to gain for it to hit like 920. Good luck on that. I don't see that Tesla day trade set up very well, but yeah, indeed it is. It does have a strong candle moving up. The Qs just broke to the upside, and industrials are grinding down. SPY's going sideways because it's mixing it all together. It's a twisty day. Let's take a look at value and growth over here on all my charts and sectors and see if I can get any finer detail prognosis here today. Well, Oil, it just hit almost $103 a barrel. So the projections of $125 a barrel peaking this run are not too far-fetched, which I've been saying since $70 a barrel. We're almost there now. But the Russia-Ukraine situation has created some supply shock there. So anyway, yeah, rates are going down. They're still going down. That's good for tech. And financials are moving down because of that. Industrials and base materials. It's a little bit of a deflationary moment going on across the markets. And so staples and utilities rotated out of and a little bit into growth. I just say, just don't do that. Don't rotate until we're in a clear bull market. Don't be guessing the bottom, because like I said, today might go up and then fake out, and that'll be the top that'll be the highest point in which you'll see for months. So, and then we go down to about 390 on SPY. There's a correlation to Tesla and high oil prices. I could see that, because it pushes people towards making an EV choice. Yeah, maybe they get a 3% to 7% boost in revenues because people looking for a new car are like, let's just get a Tesla. So that's a definite factor for sure. We need some Discord trading emotes. We have some. They're in there, but send me some more and I'll add them in. All right, you guys, have a good morning, and I'll catch you in the group, in the member chat areas, and all the different areas we've got there. Constantly adding more. Every time I think of it, if you think of any, let me know, and I'll add more channels and stuff so that we can categorize our thoughts. Thanks for a good morning session, everybody. See you in the member chat. 2R on the day. Well done. And swing 100 count is definitely printed.